So the question says, what is the slope of the line that is parallel to 3x minus 5y equals 10 and passes through the point 1, 5? So first of all, if two lines are parallel, that means they have the same slope. So they want a slope of a line that is parallel to this and passes through this point. Now, they tried to throw you off here because you don't honestly need this point. You don't need to know that. All you need to be able to do is figure out the slope of this line because we know a parallel line would have the exact same slope. So this equation is currently in standard form, and we're going to put it into slope-intercept form so that we can find what the slope is. So let's review those two forms real quick. And again, it's important that you know the different forms of linear equations. So standard form would be ax plus by equals c. And that's what we were given. So the 3x minus 5y equals 10 is in standard form. And standard form is the least useful form because the A, the B, and the C don't tell you anything. They don't give you any information. The other form we want to talk about, and this is what we're going to change it into, is slope-intercept form. So slope-intercept is my spelling test for the day. Slope-intercept, and that looks like y equals mx plus b. And this form is a lot more useful because the m and the b actually give us useful information. I told you over here that a, the b, and the c don't tell you anything, but in slope-intercept form, the m is the slope and the b is the y-intercept. So if we can get this equation into this form, then we'll know the coefficient of x is the slope, and that'll give us our answer. And again, we don't need to use this point that it goes through. All right, so let's work on this. So we start off with 3x minus 5y equals 10, and I'm trying to get it in slope-intercept form, so I want to isolate the y, so I need to get rid of the 3x and the 5, and you're going to get rid of the 3x first. And so I do that by, this is a positive 3x, don't look at that minus sign, that goes with the 5y, so I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides to get rid of this. So minus 3x, and that goes away. And I have negative 5y equals, I can't subtract these because they're not like terms. The 10 doesn't have an x. And so this would just simply be 10 minus 3x. Now, if I look at slope-intercept form, the x, mx plus b, the x comes first. So let me just swap this around real quick, and I'm going to rewrite this as negative 5y equals, and then instead of 10 minus 3x, I'm going to write negative 3x plus 10. Those are equivalent, but this more closely follows the slope-intercept form. And now the last piece is I just need to get rid of the negative 5. This is negative 5 times y, so I'm going to divide both sides by negative 5. And when I do that, I have to divide everything on both sides by negative 5. So I have to divide both the negative 3x and the 10. So that cancels out. The negative 3x over negative 5, I can just simplify to positive 3/5 because the negatives cancel each other out. And then 10 divided by 5 gives me 2. And so there's my equation in slope-intercept form. And here's my slope, the coefficient of x, which is 3/5. And so that gives me answer C. So I hope that helped you out some. If you need to, back this up. And again, it's really important that you understand the different forms of the linear equation. So take the time to understand them and memorize them. All right, so keep it up. You're doing great. You will master the math.